who owns the land? Here's another question I've been asked relating to the economic part of it. A friend of mine was asking, I love the idea, everything is great, but who owns the land? And this happens with older communities, existing ones right now. Because let's say that 6 people, 3 couples, to make it simpler, to visualize. 3 couples get together, buy some land, set up their community, and then decide that it's a lot of work and they want to bring some more people. In this example, they say, okay, we're 6, we could bring up to 10 more people. But we paid for the land ourselves. It's bought and paid for, because you could say, we've been paying for this for 10 years. These people are going to be standing on our shoulders on all the work that we've done, or we set this up, we built all this, and we're going to bring more people in. Well, there's several ways to deal with that. One, which I don't think is the best, but it could be workable, is the new people don't own the land. Let's say the land is paid for. The new group of people, the new people that join, don't own the land actually. But there could be a written contract where, as long as you follow our guidelines and don't try to kill anybody or whatever, you are allowed to live here and build and do whatever you want. The bad thing about that is that it will create a difference of us and them. Well, we are the founding fathers and mothers of this community, and you came later. That's a problem, but it could work. The other thing you could do is say, you know what, we're not going to accept new people, but we're going to accept interns, and we're going to build more huts around our communal area, and we're going to let people come learn from us. That way they help us, and they help us build if we need to build, deal with tilling of the land and all these things. That could work. And maybe you get a person or two that really meshes with the community, and you say, you know what, you can stay, we'll sign over ownership of the land to you. You've been here 2 years, you're not going anywhere, we're going to make you owner. That could happen too. There should always be a trial period of new people, because people tend to first, in the honeymoon phase, be in love with the whole situation, and then they could get tired and they want to leave or start misbehaving. Or some people pretend at the beginning. They put up a show and a mask and I'm so great and blah, 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 until they're signed in, and then all of a sudden they show their claws and their true colors. That could happen too. So depending on what you want to do, you should have a trial period, maybe 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever. But the part about the land, who owns the land, if you're lucky and you have a small group of people, let's say 10 people, which is the number that I like to work with, 10 people get together and each can pay the same amount of money, which is also maybe not too realistic. Let's say that this piece of land costs $100,000, divide that by 10,000 each person, if my math serves me, and we're there. But guess what? What if somebody wants to leave afterwards? Will the community have $10,000 to give back so he can leave and take his investment with him? I don't know. That part is a bit of a conundrum. And that is where I would like to get the most information from other people to see how we could do that. The other thing is, maybe you don't have land. What if your tribe is nomads? What if you're all van dwellers? But you have your tribe, you travel together, you help each other out. Somebody gets a flat tire, he's not sitting there by himself scared. If you decide to stay, in an iffy area, man, you have 5 vans. I actually think that more than 5 vans would be too big, but whatever. You could have 20, you could have 100, but you help each other out. That, nobody's doing that. We are so stuck in our individuality mentality. I have to have my big screen TV, so people don't get together to watch movies anymore. That used to be a thing. I'm old enough to remember that. People don't do that anymore. So the van tribe, man, we got to start that. That's got to be a thing. 6 people, 3 vans, get together, build them at the same time. And guess what? You're learning from each other right there. Man, that should be a thing. I'm going to have to make a separate video just on vans. Van tribe life. That's got to be a thing. But yeah, that's what I wanted to share. All right.